Well, here we are at Carrow Road in Norwich for today's potentially enthralling game. And to describe it along with me, Martin Tyler, is Alan Smith. This match is Norwich City against Birmingham City.
The Norwich City lineup. Number 24, Ryan Bennett. Number 26, Michael Turner.
Great interest here in Alex Hunter, who's making his first start for his new club. He did well when he came on as substitute recently, and you can sense a real buzz amongst these supporters who are anticipating something similar here in this match.
Number 17, Carlos. Number 31, Josh Murphy. Number 7, Danny Williams. And number 29, Alex Hunter.
The Canaries, Norwich City, can have their chirpy moments, but I'm afraid the notes have been a bit off tune, haven't they, recently, and they're back in the Championship.
Yeah, that's going to be disappointing for them all, because they've tasted that top-flight success, but they've just got to get their heads down and battle back.
Thank you, Carrow Road. Enjoy the game.
And let's introduce the referee today, Keith Stroud. First half has begun here. Murphy. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. He could lay it off to the supporting player. Good distance to the clearance then. Nicely played through ball. This with a chance to get goal. Hunter. This is high class taking of a goal chance.
He's got so much subtlety to his game. Always produces when the pressure's on.
The goal, wherever you look at it, it was very well taken. So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Norwich City goal, number 29, Alex Hunter.
Robinson.
We've had a mobile
Here's a
phone.
challenge, it's a good one.
If you've lost your mobile phone, can you please
Yusuf
go into
Malumbo.
reception after the game? Thank you.
Alexander Tete. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Played into the middle. Defender to it first. Here's Williams. Here's a chance to attack. In comes the challenge. Well, the attack, which looks so promising, has now been stopped in its tracks, and now it's about defending, and in goes the cross. And it's the goalkeeper's ball, quite clearly a wasted cross. Yusuf Malumbo. Attacking now. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. Looking to play his teammate through. Hunter! Nowhere near the goal, actually. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Here comes the cross for Brady! Oh, well done, the goalkeeper, and he's hung on to the ball. Alexander Tete. Diego Fabrini. Attacking well here. Hunter. Hunter! Oh, what a fine goal! They lead by 2 now. They'll feel a little bit more comfortable, and they're good value for this advantage at the moment. Well, he's doubled up here with his second goal, and he took it in excellent style, just like the first one. Restarting at 2-0.
Norwich City goal, number 29, Alex
Here's
Hunter.
Robinson. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. On to the attack now. Gone for the through pass. They've coped with it well defensively. Yusuf Malumbu. Murphy. Alex Hunter. Well, they're in a good position here. He's got his shot off now. The goalkeeper with a textbook save and keeps the ball in his grasp. Half-time now, and 2-0 is the score at the break. Oh, what a first half from Alex Hunter. Alan Smith.
On top of his game out there, and I'm sure he'll be thinking about grabbing his hat-trick in the second half.
And here we go, the referee's blown his whistle, and we're off for the second half. Diego Fabrini. Trying to find an opening, not panicking. Good challenge. Well, this is how this team can play. Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, it's just a risk that they might get caught out. Well, they move forward again with Alex Hunter. It's Stewart moving the opposition around with their play, these two players. Now Stewart. Murphy. Tackle goes in. Now it's with Hunter. They're on the attack here. Quick change of possession here. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. We've reached the hour mark. Half an hour to go. Robert Tesh into the attacking third. Came in with a challenge. Oh, he's away from his marker now. Just a heavy touch, the opposition can take the ball away. Here he is, Danny Williams. Good forward play from them. It's Alex Hunter. Keeps it going well. Danny Williams! Great save by a diving goalkeeper. Now that will be a corner.
To be replaced by number 14, Wes Houlihan. Substitution for Birmingham City.
Just looking at the tactics of this match, maybe the substitution will hold the key.
Solomon Atabar coming onto the pitch. Number 11, David Cotterill.
It's a very good interception. Substitution now for the home team. It's Alex Hunter. There's some potential in this move. And here's the shot. Couldn't keep it down. Here's Wes Houlihan. Makes a challenge here. We've got 10 minutes left on the clock. Can't keep the ball at the moment. It's Stewart. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Letting the shot go! Didn't hit it cleanly at all.
For Norwich City, coming off the pitch, number 23, Gary Tafolo, to be replaced by number 3, Martin Olsen. Today's man of the match
To Bennett.
Carrow Road is number 29, Alex
Yusuf
Hunter.
Malumbu. They're really working the opposition around with this passing. They can't get near it.
The referee
Hunter!
has indicated there
Well,
will
that's
be a
the
minimum of 2
upside of
minutes
being a
of
goalkeeper.
added
We've
time.
seen the downside in some of his work earlier in the game, but good stop this time.
Yeah, it was a decent stop. You'd expect him to make it, but not his day, really, generally.
Chooses to punch here, the goalkeeper. Good technique. Defender to it first. So a reasonably comfortable margin of victory. The final whistle has gone, the game is finished, and the final score is 2-0. Great day for them to win the game and keep the opposition out.
Yeah, it was job done, wasn't it? The opposition weren't at their best today, but you still have to beat them.
What a day for Alex Hunter, Alan.
Well, it was a pleasure to watch him out there today. He's a man at the top of his trade at the moment. A couple of goals to add to his growing tally.
Nicely played through ball. This with a chance to go. Goal, Hunter. Hunter. Hunter! Keeps it going well. Danny Williams! They're really working the opposition around with this passing. Hunter!
Here I am speaking with today's man of the match. Quite a performance for you today, Alex. What's going through your head right now?
Well, they have to give a man of the match award. It doesn't mean I was the best player on the field. I'm grateful for the honor, but it could have gone to any one of my teammates, and that's a fact. Credit goes to the gaffer for putting together such a talented side.
And you scored today, Alex. A word on your goal, please.
Good, wasn't it? I think I'm finding my feet as a regular goal scorer in this league, and that's all I've ever wanted. Now I'm just going to focus on keeping it that way.
Alex, the team seems set up in a particular way today. Any comment on that?
You have to give credit to the lads, but the boss spoke to us before the game, told us what he expected from each of us. We stuck to it and got the result.
And that'll do, I think. Thanks, Alex.
Anytime.
Another win chalked up. 3 more points in the bag. I am an happy camper.
Team nailed it out there today.
Ah, save the sound bites for the reporters, mate. I'm off to celebrate. Who's with me?
Good work today. Great players, great collectives are forged by hard work in training. So today we train as hard as we do every other day. Our focus for today will be the positioning in our set pieces. They have been disorganized, no?
Well, here we are, Alan Smith and myself, Martin Tyler, really looking forward to today's game.
Number 4, Dean
Coming up for you, Huddersfield Town versus Norwich City.
Number 11, Harry Bond. And number 21, Mackie Wells.
Well, we've got a young talent before our eyes today, and everyone will be watching Alex Hunter. What have you made of him so far, Alan?
2 in his previous match. Really helped his team then.
Huddersfield Town have this team at their disposal today. Probably one of the two front men will slip behind the other and augment the midfield when required.
I think so. If they start getting overloaded in the middle of the park, that's always an option for this manager, who does like to fill his midfield.
Well, Norwich, they say, when you drive into it, a fine city, and it is a fine city, but as a football club, Norwich City have obviously had their high points, but they don't last long enough for the fans. They're relegated again in 2016.
Yeah, it has been an up and down time for them, but you know, those fans, they do turn up in numbers, they are enthusiastic, and you know, I wouldn't put it past them to get back up again quite soon.
That's an easy interception. The pass wasn't really a very thoughtful one. Murphy into the attacking third. Murphy. Yusuf Malumbu. Good pass, getting it forward. Danny Williams. Hunter. And in he goes with the tackle. Alexander Tete. He's coming forward with some danger. Hunter! And that will be a corner. The referee has given a corner here. And that will be a goal kick. Now here's a chance. Throw in coming up. Tackle here. Hunter onto the attack now. To put them in front. Great stop. Guided on by his head, and they've got the ball still. Here's a chance. Gone for goal in spectacular style.
Wow, I was expecting him to be wheeling away in celebration there.
It's Williams trying to... Oh, he could be in. Here's Williams! Well, that's the opener, and it's been coming. The better side, but you have to score when you're on top. We wondered whether they would do that, but they have done, and they've done it in fine style. He saw the gap down in the bottom corner. Boy, did he find it well.
Well, that is the sign of a clinical finisher. Somebody that knows where the goals are. They don't have to look up.
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Goal for Norwich City, number 7, Danny Williams.
Lerber. Whitehead. Oh, this is great teamwork, the way they're knocking the ball around. Now Williams. Hunter. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Here's a chance. Credit for taking on the shot.
Well, what a good chance that was for him. By his standards, that's a glaring miss.
Bunn. Well, he's got the ball there in the defensive zone by reading the play very well. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Murphy. Here's Williams. Well, they're building steadily here, working away. He's pitched it back again. Opportunity here, and they have scored. And they do lead now by 2. And they've worked very hard for this. It should get them across the line at the end of the match, we'll see. In truth, Alan, this is what we expected. The dominant side, and they're showing that on the scoreline.
Yeah, we don't always get what we expect, but they've been good value here. They've played well, particularly the strikers.
Restarting at 2-0.
Norwich City goal, number 29,
Whitehead. Could be dangerous.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of
Well, that looked
3
promising,
minutes of added
but he's been
time.
stopped. Yusuf Malumbu. And there goes the whistle for half-time. And the scoreline is 2-0. Alex Hunter, a word on him at half-time. Alan Smith.
I will be happy with that first 45 minutes. It was a good goal from him, good overall performance, actually.
It's Williams trying to... Oh, he could be in. Here's Williams! "45 minutes still to go, second half underway. It's Smith. Doing well to keep the ball. And that will be a throw. Yusuf Malumbu. There's some potential in this move. They'll need to try and get the ball back now. That attack was looking good. Now the opposition have a chance. It's time for the substitutes, I think, and the substitution for the home team here. Well, they move forward again with Alex Hunter. Just working away to try and find an opening. And the cross coming in. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. They've been shouting attack, 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 and this lad's taken them at their word, hasn't he? He's really done what the fans have wanted, and now they're showing their appreciation as he is substituted.
Yeah, you can tell it's a match he's really enjoyed from the start. He's been involved, got on the ball, and really made things happen for his team.
Can Lloyd Sherratt, that's Lloyd Sherratt, please make yourself known to the nearest steward. Thank you.
Well, they've got a lead to hang on to, the away team here, and they're trying to do it, I think, by running down the clock whenever possible. And you can tell the home fans are frustrated with their team and with the tactics here.
Yeah, you can understand it. Every opportunity the away team gets, they will slow the game down, take time with their injuries, and it is frustrating for the home team and crowd.
Whitehead. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. And now the shot! It's a fine strike, but not quite what he was hoping for.
Well, when he's hit it, I'm sure he would have thought that was going to bulge in the back of the net. Not quite, though.
Well, there's going to be an alteration now, and with the team trailing, you can understand why he's going to make it. Here's Bennett. Whittaker. Stephen Whittaker. Where's Houlihan? Here's a chance to attack. That's a good idea with the pass. Wonderful ball. Hunter! And he's taken the chance. It's Alex Hunter. And here he was, faced by the goalkeeper. That was the challenge. In you go. Easy as you like.
It looks easy, doesn't it? But I can tell you it's not. You have to be at the top of your game to try it and to convert it.
Well, they've widened the margin now. 3-0 they lead.
Norwich City, number 29, Alex Hunter.
Lerber. They're looking for a hero here, this team.
Well, the manager on the sidelines has made his intentions clear. He's waving quite a few defenders forward. They're just going to get that ball into the box, whichever way is possible.
Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. They've lost the ball in a bad area. Shots on here. Here's a chance. Goalkeeper exposed. And here's the shot. They blocked it then. Wasteful pass, unforced error really. Counting down in the last 10 minutes here. 9 to go. Shoots! Great save by a diving goalkeeper. And coming up now, a corner. Well, this is the time where the managers really earn their money. It's going to be an alteration to try and improve the team. Hunter! And that'll be another corner. No apologies for focusing on this fella.
Well, he's been magnificent so far, and the keeper, quite rightly, has demanded why he hasn't been closing down. Already he's got himself some goals.
5 more minutes here. In comes the challenge. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. The referee's had a good look and decided what he's seen from this period of play to add on 3 minutes. He might be through. The referee has blown his whistle and the game has ended 3-0. Well, at times you thought they got a bit greedy, but why not? I mean, if you're on top of an opponent like they were here today, rub it in.
Well, they did. They were ruthless, weren't they? They rubbed their faces into the dirt, and that is the hallmark of a top side.
Man of the match for you, Alex Hunter. Alan Smith.
Well, I think we were right to pick him out beforehand. We thought he was a danger man, and that's how it's turned out. Another couple of goals to add to his tally in a fine win for his side.
Martin Tyler here, as usual. Alan Smith alongside me, as usual, I'm delighted to say. And it is an English League Cup tie that we've got for you today.
Hi there, Martin, and I'm really excited for this one. It's one of the 3 domestic competitions available to the big clubs, and that's why they've taken it increasingly seriously.
The game today, Bristol City versus Norwich City.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Signal from the referee, and off we go. McNulty. Attacking now. to try one now. The defenders managed to get in the way there. Well, they're doing their marking properly at the corner here. It looks like it anyway. I don't think the corner was supposed to go there because it went straight to the opposition. So we'll restart with a throw-in. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. McNulty. The shot's on! That's well wide. For Turner. Yusuf Malumbu. Tackle goes in. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Hunter. Hunter! Oh, well saved. Corner now. To put them in front. He's got it away, and that's what you have to do. Into the attacking third. Wonderful chance. He's kept it out. That's going to be a corner. Hunter! He's made the save. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. That attack was looking good. Now the opposition have a chance. Makes a challenge here. Can't keep the ball at the moment. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Well, a corner to come because of that deflection. Was good progress with this attack. And that's broken up by the defender before the cross could come in. Wants to get at him, and he's got past him. That could open them up. Where's Houlihan? Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Good, clean tackle. It's a good way to nick the ball back. Quick thinking. Alexander Tete. Naismith. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Attacking well here. Good pass, getting it forward.
Has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added
Promising
time.
build-up until that challenge. Well, we're halfway through, and we haven't yet got a goal to bring to you. 0-0 at half-time. There's no question here that we're going to have extreme emotions at the end of the game, but at half-time, when one team's got to go through, at half-time we're level.
Yeah, it's been a little bit cat and mouse in the first half, Martin, but in the second, I think we'll see 1 or 2 more chances being taken.
Hunter! Oh, well saved. So the referee's happy, the players are in position, the second half gets underway. They'll need to try and get the ball back now.
Well, they gave it straight to him, didn't they?
Attacking now. They've coped with it well defensively. Well, that'll be a throw. Martin Olsen. Trying to thread it through here. In with a chance.
Oh, he's a good goalkeeper, this lad, and he showed it there with a fine reflex save to keep it 0-0.
To be replaced by number 12, Robbie Brady.
Tries to punch it away. He's got his shot off now. It's another decent try, but we're still level in this match. Little. Luke Freeman. Probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. And it's been an hour of very good football here. We've still got 30 more minutes to go, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy that as well. A timely challenge. Well, they move forward again with Alex Hunter. Substitute coming up for the away team. He's got his tackle in, and the ball's gone out now. There's been plenty of warming up going on, and now I think one of the substitutes will be brought into the game. Good challenge. Letting the shot go! It's a very good game here, a tight one. They're trying to get themselves into a position to take the lead. To Bennett.
Can Lloyd Sherrod, that's Lloyd Sherrod, please make yourself known to the nearest steward. Thank you.
Now it's with Hunter. They're on the attack here. He's pitched it back again. Freeman. 20 minutes of the 90 still to play. Well, we've got an angle on this offside call, Alan, and I must say, it is the most difficult thing in all the officiating, I think. But this assistant has got eagle eyes.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to do that job because the speed that players move now, as it turns out, what a great call.
Substitution for Norwich City. Coming off the pitch, number 18, Yusuf Malumbu, to be replaced by
Here he is, Danny Williams.
Danny Williams.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Gary O'Neill. I think we'll see with these possession stats, Alan, that yes, the game has been as even as it seemed without the figures to back that up.
Yeah, I mean, I think we thought coming into this match, Martin, that it would be evenly matched. And it's been the case here.
Into the attacking third. Here's Hunter! Don't you just love football? Late drama, and now they have the lead.
Well, no better time. I don't think there's any way back now for the opposition. That looks like the winner.
Well, he knew exactly where the goalkeeper was going, and he just steered it past him into the bottom corner.
Yeah, he's a fine finisher, this boy, and never panics. Passes it into that corner.
Well, that was the opening goal. We've had to wait to the second half to get it, but it's come now.
29, Alex Hunter.
They're looking to make the change now as quickly as possible, the home team. It is coming to the business end of this match, isn't it? And they're still looking for that elusive goal.
Yeah, the crowd trying to gee up their players, trying to get behind them.
Possibilities here from the cross. I think he got the headlines in his mind already, how he was going to be getting the accolades for such a wonderful breakaway goal. But, oh dear, he's embarrassed now.
Well, he'll get some stick from his teammates, especially if they lose this game.
It's a promising attack, this, with Hunter on the ball. It's a great understanding here. And now the shot! He wants to play on the shoulder of the last defender. He's just got to get it right. It's all about timing.
Just failed to look across the line.
Well, the referee has blown his whistle and the game has ended 1-0. It's been a rock of a defensive performance today.
It has. They've come under an awful amount of pressure, and you take a great deal of satisfaction from that as a defender.
Well, eye-catching from Alex Hunter. What did you make of him today, Alan?
He was always the man to watch for the opposition, but they couldn't keep tabs on him at the vital moment there when he grabbed that goal.
Today, we work hard to achieve our best selves. This improvement starts with the training. With hard work and effort, we can accomplish this. Ball control, tight touches, quick feet, dribbling with pace, protecting the ball. We train all of it.
Hi there, everyone. Martin Tyler along with you today. Alan Smith's alongside me, and we've got a game from the League Championship, Alan.
Yeah, hi Martin. Really delighted to be here.
This match is Norwich City to face here Wigan Athletic.
Number 17, Carlos. Number 31, Josh Murphy. Number 7, Danny Williams. And number 29, Alex Hunter. Thank you, Carrow Road. Enjoy the game.
And the first half is underway here. That's the kick-off. Now Williams. On the attack here. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Davis. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. Nicely played through ball. He's put it out, it's gone out for a corner. Punched away by the goalkeeper. That's well wide. It's Williams. This could be it. It's Danny Williams! Danny Williams on the mark here. The touch of a maestro to just let that ball trundle on into the net.
Yeah, he's having a little chuckle to himself, and if you're talking about that, I'm sure to his teammates, he'd be proud of that one.
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Norwich City goal, number 7, Danny Williams.
Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Coming up now, a corner. The ball's just deflected behind for that. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Good defending. Attacking now. Hunter. He's going to try it. Oh, what a fine goal. They lead by 2 now. They'll feel a little bit more comfortable, and they're good value for this advantage at the moment. This is high-class taking of a goal chance.
He's got so much subtlety to his game. Always produces when the pressure's on.
just widen the margin here to 2-0.
Number 29, Alex Hunter.
There's some potential in this move.
Look how quick he reacted.
Eye-catching football, really. It just got to a stage where they actually took the eye off the ball, literally, and they've lost the ball. Burke. And that's a turnover to the opposition. And in goes the cross. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though.
Well, it's easy to take a swing at those kind of chances, but he was really composed in stroking it into the bottom right-hand corner.
And he heads it for goal. Goalkeeper hangs on. Yusuf Malumbu. Alexander Tete. Well, they're building steadily here, working away. Supporting player alongside. Here comes the cross. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they've still got the ball. And in goes the cross. And it's a header. He's just put it off target, just wide of that post.
Well, his teammates were convinced he was going to score there, I think.
And it's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes to be played of added time. Murphy. Half-time now, and 2-0 is the score at the break. Encouraging for you, Alan, from Alex Hunter.
I would be happy with that first 45 minutes. It was a good goal from him, good overall performance, actually.
It's a tactical substitution for the losing team here.
Number 7, Alex Gilby, to be replaced by number 4, David Perkins.
And here we go, the referee's blown his whistle, and we're off for the second half. And keeping the attack going, Danny Williams. It's Danny Williams! It's in! It's Danny Williams! Replay confirming for us here that the goalkeeper did get a touch, but not strong enough to keep the ball out of his net.
Well, he is his own harshest critic, this lad, and he'll blame himself for that, I think, having got a touch.
Given them a comfortable situation here, 3-0 as the game gets underway. Flores. 1-2, and having a little game of their own here. Perkins. Trying to find an opening, not panicking. It's looking good, this move. The home team about to make a change. Looking to play his teammate through. And here's the shot. It's a poor shot, really, in the circumstances.
Substitution for Norwich City, coming off the pitch. Number 7, Danny Williams, to be replaced by number 14, Wes Houlihan.
Being replaced now. The manager's decided just to freshen it up a little bit. The attacking midfield player's run himself into the ground, I think.
It's been a nightmare for his marker, with his energy, with his timing of his runs into the box. His opponent just couldn't keep up.
On the home bench, a substitute is clearly getting ready to come on. Free kick given against Wigan.
Substitution for Wigan Athletic. Coming off
And it's
the
going
pitch,
to be a substitution now for this team.
to be replaced by number 31, Ryzen.
Well, they move forward again with Alex Hunter. On the flank's gone up against Hunter. Jordi Gomez into the attacking third. They've coped with it well defensively.
Can the owner of the green
He's got the ball away from him with the tackle.
convertible car parked near reception, please return to your vehicle immediately. Thank you.
Rushing it here, moving from one side to the other. And the cross is in. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Makes the challenge here. Well, we can catch up with the details of that injury from our man Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
Yes, he went over on his ankle, but he has carried on, so I think it's unlikely that it'll force him off.
And Jeff Shreves in the know, down by the benches. Alexander Tete. So we're coming down now towards the last 15 minutes. They're on the move now. He's coming forward with some danger. There goes the cross. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. This has been called a football match, but it hasn't been much of a match-up between the two sides. The winners conclusively at their best, and the losers just aching to hear the final whistle now. Another turnover in play here with that interception. Closer. 7 minutes to go. Good challenge here. And that's good support as they build this attack. Alexander Tete.
Today's man of the match here at Carrow Road is number 7.
Well, they've been thwarted here. It's a sign of better things to come. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. Now they've got to work hard to try and get it back. It's a pretty comprehensive win here as the referee calls time up and the final score is 3-0. Well, they played very well when they had the ball, which wasn't that often, but they played even better when they didn't have the ball to stop the opposition.
Yeah, that's right. The old wham-bam, when they did have it, they used it extremely well and clinical in the end.
Well, eye-catching from Alex Hunter. What did you make of him today, Alan?
He just gives off the air of a man that's really enjoying his football. And you can see him having a little smile as he comes off the pitch. He's worked hard and he's got another goal to show for his efforts.
Well played out there, mate. You've been hitting some good form. I can see these things, you know.
Cheers, man. But I'm not playing on my own out there, am I?
Wow, if football doesn't work out, you should give diplomacy a go, mate. I'm Alex Hunter, and I'll save the world!
Diligence and focus are what make great players and great teams. And so, I ask this of you today. On this day, I would like to work on the distribution of the ball. Passes. They must be precise. They must have purpose.
Well, this is always a feisty evening, bonfire night. Plenty of crackers going off around the stadium and fireworks in the sky. It's Martin Tyler here and Alan Smith alongside me for this match. Our match today is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Norwich City.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Referee satisfied everything's okay, and off we go. Hunter trying to find a way through. Well, that's a clever pass. Well, what a vital tackle, but the pressure's still there. Crisp defending there. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Goes for goal with the header. Good stop by the goalkeeper. Held off the defender with some good touches here. Now Williams. Got past his marker. Danny Williams! Off the post. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Well, they move forward again with Alex Hunter. He's got his shot off now. Wonderful Wonderful save. Had to really reach out for that. And it's out for a corner. That's really well done. Good defending. Alexander Tete. Doing well to keep the ball. Made the challenge well. There's some potential in this move. And that'll be a throw. Now Williams. Trying to widen the approach play here, but it's out for a throw-in. It's Price. And Evans. The return ball. It's looking good, this move. And they've cut it out. Oh, good skill. Just to lift the ball there at the right moment. Now Price. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they've still got the ball. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Murphy. Yusuf Malumbu. A timely challenge. Free kick given by the ref. That's a great interception. On the attack here. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Well, he's got away from him. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. Doherty. Easy decision, free kick. It's a red card again, and they are in deep, deep trouble again.
Well, they've completely lost the way, certainly lost the discipline.
Good forward play from them. And here's the shot. And in the end, it's nowhere near the target. To Bennett. Whittaker. Murphy. Could be dangerous. This could be danger with this passing. Hunter! Great save by a diving goalkeeper. And the players face another 2 minutes added on by the referee. Alex Hunter. Came in with a challenge. And there is the half-time whistle. 0-0 at the break. Well, it has been a difficult half for the referee, hasn't it, with these red cards.
There's been some ugly challenges, some stupid ones too, and they've really got to calm down, both sets of players.
Got past his marker. Ball is moving again for the start of the second half. Now Evans. Made the challenge well. Well, this is great teamwork. the way they're knocking the ball around. It was promising the build-up then, but the pass finally cut out after they kept the ball quite nicely. Hunter trying to find a way through. And they've got it back, thanks to that slide tackle. And here comes the counter-attack. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Now Williams. Substitution that the home side want to make. Stephen Whittaker. It's Williams trying to carry on to put them in front. Struck the post here.
Oh, I thought we'd seen the breakthrough there, but what a fantastic save from the keeper to keep it scoreless.
Good defending. And it's going to be a throw here. Now they do need an injection of fresh enthusiasm from the bench. Got the tackle in. And the away team want to make a change. John! It's another decent try, but we're still level in this match. Where's Houlihan?
Substitution for Norwich City.
20 minutes of the 90 still to play. So let's have a look at the possession stats on the screen now. There they are.
Yeah, very close. I think we could probably tell that without even looking at the figures. Not much to split these two sides.
Well, they move forward again with Alex Hunter. Space to try and hit it now. Oh, he was away. Allenby was clear.
Well, it looked like the perfect counter-attack. The whole defence had been beaten, but, well, the keeper wasn't.
Number 3, Martin Olsen.
Challenges for the ball. There's some potential in this move. To take the lead. Well, the opposition must have thought they were holding out, but it's a good goal past them. And the opposing manager will be worried now because his team were basing their game on shutting out the opposition. Well, that's failed, and the manager of the team that scored will be delighted. He'd be wondering whether it would come. Well, it has come belatedly, but it might be enough. And well played, the depleted team, to score in these circumstances.
Just goes to show if you move the ball about swiftly and make the right decision in possession, you can score a goal.
I think it was a game that deserved a goal. Now we've got it. Very impressive, the support for this team. If only the team could be quite so impressive themselves.
Yeah, they're doing their bit, the supporters, they really are. So, just wonder whether it can transfer onto those players down on the pitch.
He's looking for the cross. Just a little dink pass forward there. Shot on! Great work by the goalkeeper. Pick his spot now. It seemed a significant shot, but it wasn't in the end a scoring shot.
Well, I think that might cost his team. Having missed that one, I don't think they're going to get back into this now.
Time is ticking away here, 4 minutes to go. Really vital interception here. Doherty. Crisp defending there. Well, there's going to be 3 minutes added on.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
Running out of time. They could still save themselves, but they're running out of opportunities. He's got his shot off now. Super stop by the goalkeeper, and he's hung on to the ball as well. And that's the end of the match at 1-0. Well, great heroics here. Quite extraordinary to win the game in these circumstances.
Yeah, that shows the value of organisation and the ability to stick together. They did that and they saw it through.
Some final thoughts on one of the better performers today, Alan?
Yeah, maybe the difference between the two sides. Really solid, really good performance from him.
Got past.
And the way you took your goal, you must have felt elated.
Well, yeah, obviously, Karen. That was probably the best goal anyone's scored in the Premier League this season.
And to those pundits who say your ego is starting to be a problem, what do you have to say to them?
Nothing, really. They're not the ones out there scoring incredible goals, are they?
And just one more thing. I was curious about...
Thanks, Karen. I think we're done. Cheers.
Hey, Mum, what's up?
Thought you might be getting sick of room service. Have you seen how much they charge just to bring this up here? Harold? Oh, Alex. Your dad. You mustn't think he left because he didn't love you. Harold, he was a great player, you know. A lot like you. Centre forward, sweet right foot, could glide round defenders like they weren't even there. Oh, he loved his game. Maybe too much. Wanted to be just like Jim. And after his injury, sometimes you just need to learn how to let things go. Eat.
Buongiorno. I hope you are all well rested and ready for training today. Gentlemen, hello. Today we train as hard as we do every other day. Commitment, passione, this is what I want to see. Beautiful goals are what make football the greatest game in the world. And goals from range are sometimes the most beautiful. This is what I want to see today.
Hi there again, everybody. I'm Martin Tyler, and Alan Smith's with me for this championship game.
Yeah, I'm Martin. Really pleased to be here.
This match is Norwich City against Brighton and Hove Albion. Well, Alan, Alex Hunter is a name I think we're going to hear more of. What are you expecting from him in this match?
3 in his last 3. Really been his team's man of the moment.
Our referee is Chris Kavanagh. For the first touch, and the ball is in play, off we go. And for Norwich City, this is the selection the manager's gone for this game. Hunter! That's a good save, he got a touch to that. It's a corner. And here's the header. Promising build-up until that challenge. Excellent control in a tight area. I think the referee's showing how he's going to officiate this match. It's going to be a free kick. He's not going to stand any nonsense. Well, they're in a good position here. Can put them in front. Terrific stop. That's well wide. It's Williams trying to carry on this move, which is looking a very dangerous one. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here, and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. Now they've got to work hard to try and get it back. And in he goes with the tackle. Clearly a throw, not quite clear whose throw it is. Alexander Tete. Here he is, Danny Williams. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Here's Williams! Shots on here. That's going to be a corner. That's out of danger there with that clearance. And it's gone out for a throw. Thompson. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. This with the chance to go into the lead now. And the goalkeeper got across to it. Makes the challenge here. Alexander Tete. On the attack here. Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. In quickly. Harper. Here's a chance to attack. And here's the shot. And that shot's blocked very quickly. That's a fine strike, but not quite what he was hoping for.
But when he's hit it, I'm sure he would have thought that was going to bulge in the back of the net. Not quite, though.
quick tempo to the passing. The opposition can't get near them. And it's out now for a goal kick. Well, they move forward again with Alex Hunter. It's a good slide challenge, that, to regain possession. Ince. And that pass, just subtle little clip pass in, really. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. And here's the cross. And he's met it with his head. It's wonderful work from the goalkeeper again from the header.
Well, he was on his toes.
A couple of options for him from the free kick, whether to go for goal or put it to where his teammates are lining up. Easy decision for this referee, and there's going to be no leniency here. It's got to be a card, a yellow one.
Yeah.
He is a free kick specialist, and that was, I thought for a moment, going to be one of his special efforts, but not quite.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the easiest of areas to score from, so it wasn't a bad effort.
And it's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes to be played of added time. In quickly. Hunt. He's read that, hasn't he, and made the interception, made it look easy, actually. And there is the half-time whistle, 0-0 at the break. Referee just checking everything is in order, and he blows for the second half to start. Here's Harper. Oliver Norwood doing well to keep the ball. And it's Thompson. Very good passes. This team are passing the ball beautifully. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free.
Well, I don't know who the lad saw there passing the ball. Somebody in the crowd, maybe.
Well, steady away, I think you would say about Alex Hunter. Perhaps could have had a bigger impact. Alan Smith.
Didn't quite have the impact I was expecting at the start, but time to remedy that.
It's going to be a substitution here for the home side. Hunter. Tackle goes in. Well defended, not just getting across, he thought quickly as well. Closer. We've had an hour gone here, and still 30 minutes left. Now Williams. Giving the ball away now. That is a free kick. Danny Williams was the offender that time. Danny Williams has been penalised here. In fact, he's going to get a yellow card. Well, that's risky going in like that.
Yeah, I think so. And it was a poor tackle. It was badly timed.
Coming onto the pitch, number 8, Johnny Howson.
Good forward play from them. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here, and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. Now they've got to work hard to try and get it back. And the away team want to make a change. Crisp defending there to put them in front. Good work by the goalkeeper. Johnny Howson. We're watching a very evenly contested game here. Neither side being able to dominate the ball.
No, I mean, they've both got really good ball players, people that can keep hold of the football, and we have seen that today.
Well, they will have rehearsed this situation, how to defend a corner. They've all got the... That's the goalkeeper's ball from the corner.
Substitution for Brighton and Hove Albion. Coming off the pitch, number 24, Rohan Ince.
Norwood.
Onto the pitch, number 14,
Here's a chance to attack.
Sidwell.
And in goes the cross. And that will be a throw. It is going to be a change here, and it looks like a strategic one. Here's Hunter. Johnny Howson. Alexander Tete. Into the attacking third. Should be! So we'll restart with a throw-in. Johnny Howson. Well, he's got support here.
It's the goalkeeper's ball, just. He was very alive there and very quick out the blocks.
We're down now to the last 6 minutes. Well, they move forward again with Alex Hunter. And they've cut it out. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Now Sidwell. 2 more minutes to play, that of added time. No wasting time here. Good position, they've worked this attack very well into a... Oh, it's a foul, it's a penalty! Very late on now. He has produced the red card.
Straight away, you knew he'd made up his mind, went for the pocket, no arguments.
And saved! Well, there we are, the game is over. And amazingly, no goals in it, despite all the action. 0-0 the final score. Pleased to hear the final whistle. Having the handicap of playing with 10 for a period in the game, done well to reach the final whistle level.
Yeah, I mean, they really did have to put it in. They'll be tired tomorrow, but they'll be pleased as well with the way they stuck together as a team, defended really well.
Good work today. Great. I have decided to do a session of open training this day.
Martin Tyler here with you as usual, and delighted to have the company of Alan Smith.
Thank you, Martin. It's a pleasure to be here.
For the game today, Leeds United versus Norwich City. And the ball is rolling to start the first half. Now it's with Hunter. They're on the attack here. This with a chance to go into the lead now. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. Murphy. Well, they're in a good position here. We could be in. Probing away, trying to find room for a shot, maybe. Danny Williams. Trying to... he might be through. Hunter! In from Alex Hunter. That's a great breakaway. The counter-attack, timed to perfection, executed to perfection.
Yeah, you see this more and more in the modern-day game. It's all about pace, and the score has certainly showed it there.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Intercepted well. It's Williams, and he could get away here. Hunter! Hunter scores. Well, scoring in any game is worthy of celebration. When you get two, it is special, and he is feeling that special delight at the moment. A good look here, again, via the replay of the goal. Just widen the margin here to 2-0.
Number 29, Alex Hunter.
A return ball. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. And keeping the attack going, Danny Williams. He's going to try it. It's Alex Hunter. And a goal. Well, fantastic from Alex Hunter.
He's been absolutely lethal today, hasn't he? Wonderful stuff.
What a day he's having. 3 goals now.
He's been a thorn in the side of the opposition all match, and he thoroughly deserves that hat-trick.
That's given them a comfortable situation here. 3-0 as the game gets underway.
Alex Hunter.
McKay. Good challenge. It's Williams trying to carry on this move, which is looking a very dangerous one. Shot on! Goal, Hunter. Just touched in off the post. Goalkeeper absolutely beaten.
No, it's a wonderful strike, really crisp effort.
It's turning out to be a comfortable game, this. 4-0.
Number 29, Alex Hunter.
McKay. Here's Williams. He's coming forward with some danger. This might be it. Terrific stop. He's spotting it up now to take the corner. It will be their throw. Williams. Yusuf Malumbu. Alexander Tete. Stephen Whittaker. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into a quite a dangerous position now. Murphy. Now Williams. The shot's on! The shot gets blocked. 2 more minutes to play of added time. Well, a real sense of surprise here as the half-time whistle goes. Alex Hunter, what about him, Alan?
Well, as long as he's been in this game, Martin, he wouldn't have experienced many better 45 minutes than that. He couldn't miss out there.
Trying to switch. He might be through. Hunter! In from Alex Hunter. You don't often get a first half as one-sided as this one. They've been very good, the team that are leading, of course. Comes in with a tackle. Now it's with Hunter. They're on the attack here. There goes the cross. Murphy! Nowhere near the goal, actually. Liam Bridcut. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Well, the attack, which looked so promising, has now been stopped in its tracks. And now it's about defending. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his... He's got his shot off now. He's reached it and turned it aside. It's a corner. Well, it's a corner that's disappointing, really. The goalkeeper able to catch it without a challenge. Well, we're 2/3 of the way through the 90 minutes, half an hour to go. Here comes the challenge. Yusuf Malumbu. There's going to be a substitution. It's for the away team. Here's a chance to attack. That's a poor touch and the possession's gone away. Possession in the midfield area. Great interception. Stephen Whittaker. Where's Houlihan? Attacking well here. Shot on! Oh, great work by the keeper. Corner to be taken. And shoots! Oh, saved by the goalkeeper at full stretch.
Number 31, Josh Murphy, to be replaced by number 12.
Well, he makes that transition happen quickly.
Just over quarter of an hour left on my watch. I see a substitute coming on for the away team here. Well, I'll be honest with you, this last few minutes have dragged a little bit from where we're sitting because the game as a contest is long over. All credit to the team that's winning. I'm afraid not too much credit to the other side. And now the shot! And there it is, the goal! Well, this is rubbing salt in some pretty gaping wounds here.
Well, they just won't let up, will they? They're going to go to the final whistle.
Substitution for Norwich City. coming off the pitch.
It is going to be a change here, and it looks like a strategic one.
Onto the pitch.
If you're losing count, it's 5-0.
Norwich City goal, number 27, Alexander Tettey.
Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Here the challenge is a good one. And now a throw-in. And very confident to get the game moving again. Where's Houlihan? Hunter trying to find a way through. And there was danger, but he's cleared it. Here's Wes Houlihan. We've got 2 added minutes. That's been signalled now. Well, that's the referee ending it all. 5-0 it's finished here. I can't recall seeing such a one-sided match, Alan, for a long time.
No, one team turned up, the other one stayed in the dressing room, I think. It was incredible to watch.
Man of the match for you, Alex Hunter, Alan Smith.
Yeah, one of those matches, Martin, where everything he touched turned to gold. It was an impeccable performance.
Trying to switch, he might be through. Hunter! In from Alex Hunter.
Alex, your form, I think it is in a good moment, no?
If it's helping out the team, I'm happy.
Bravo, Alex. A commendable attitude for someone so young.
Martin Tyler here, as usual. Alan Smith alongside me, as usual, I'm delighted to say. And it is an English League Cup tie that we've got for you today.
Right there, Martin, and I'm really excited for this one. It's one of the 3 domestic competitions available to the big clubs, and that's why they've taken it increasingly seriously.
This match is Norwich City against West Bromwich Albion.
Number 1, John Ruddy. Number 2, Stephen Whittaker. Number 26, Michael Turner. Number 23, Harry Toffolo. Number 18, Yusuf Malumbo. Number 27, Alexander Tettey. Number 22,
West Bromwich Albion, one of those clubs that has found it hard to stay in the Premier League, the yo-yo clubs we call them, and working hard to stop that happening and retain their top-flight status.
No, they have flirted and been relegated, of course, but you know, they're not alone in that. It takes investment to stay in the top flight.
Kevin Wright, the man in charge. And the first half is underway here. That's the kickoff. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. This with a chance to go into the lead now. And it's gone out for a throw. Cross coming in now. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. In midfield, they got it back via an interception. There's good progress with this attack. He's going to try it. It's in. It's a great start for them. A wonderful goal. And we'll now have to see whether that will change both managers' approach to this game.
And he won't have scored too many better than that. He certainly won't have hit too many harder than he did there.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Norwich City goal, number 27, Alexander Tottenham.
Well, they're in a good position here.
Well, he was in the right place at the right time to cut it out.
Hunter.
Nice bit of footwork from the attacker, but it was made too easy for him. Poor defending that.
And Phillips. Good interception. It could be a chance. It's Alex Hunter. It's a corner. And he bangs it away. They've linked up well. Shot on! Terrific stop! Well, it wasn't a chance to really get in at goal, but it was a chance to keep the ball. They're offside.
Yeah, sometimes you do despair about the decisions that footballers make. I think his manager's feeling like that anyway.
Chris Brunt. Galloway. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Being moved around nicely here with this passing game. Now the shot! Oh, charged down. Still got the ball, still progressing. Played into the middle. Defender blocks the cross. Here's Phillips. Just working away to try and find an opening. And he's presented the ball to the opposition. Stephen Whittaker. Murphy. Now it's with Hunter. They're on the attack here. Here the challenge is a good one. There's the ball in. Defender blocks the cross. That'll be a corner. Well, that's a clever pass. It's Alex Hunter. Good stop by the goalkeeper. Spotted well by the defender, cut it out. It's a promising attack, this, with Hunter on the ball. Here's a chance! He's made the save. No shots at all so far for West Bromwich Albion.
I really can't believe this, Martin. It's not often you see it. No shots so far. Incredible.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. That had equaliser written all over it.
Well, when you see him this season, he's finished harder chances than that. I don't think he can believe it.
Now Hunter. Tackle here. So it's 1-0 here as the half-time whistle goes. Well, the player that we're featuring here has done well. He's certainly been an influence on this first half.
Well, he played really well, didn't he? And he got himself a goal to put his team ahead. He'll be pleased with that first 45 minutes.
We are going to see a substitution now.
Number 28, James Madison, to be replaced by number 14, Wes.
So we're all set for the second half. And now Brunt. And it'll go into the middle now. Well, crossing is a skill, and that's not a very good example of it. They've spoilt the promise of that attack. It's Ward. Jakob. Going to be West Bromwich Albion to make the substitution. There's some potential in this move. Well, that was looking good, and now it's turned over, and all the potential of that. The break is definitely on. It's Alex Hunter. Terrific stop. Well, they might not be rushing to take the corner. A goal to the good, of course.
Coming onto the pitch, number 7, Danny Williams.
Punched away by the goalkeeper. Now Brunt. We've reached the hour mark. Half an hour to go. Very good passing from this team. Got to be. Oh, the pressure of getting his team level maybe got to him because he's made a hash of it.
I just wonder whether at the end of this match they'll look back on that chance as the one that cost them dearly.
And now he's going to sort out that earlier incident and book the player who committed the foul.
Yeah, he doesn't miss much, this ref. He's eagle-eyed, and he wanted to give the team a chance to move forward, but always going to produce the yellow for that.
Where's Houlihan?
Can the owner of the red
West Bromwich with possession.
Emergency exit. Please return to your vehicle immediately. Thank you.
Chris Brunt. And it's Fletcher. Well, they're building steadily here, working away. Good forward play from them. Still 20 minutes to go. Hunter. Substitution for West Bromwich Albion. And here's the shot. The goalkeeper's shown his strength there to keep that tough shot out. Jakob. Onto the attack now. And he can take possession in his own half. Well, they've got to chase back because with the turnover in possession, they could be vulnerable. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. And the ball knocked away long.
Substitution for West Bromwich Albion.
Well, there's still time to hit back in this game, and they're going to try and do it with a substitute. And the cross is in. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Jakob. Attacking now. Crosses in. Shot on! Oh, how much difference that could have made.
Well, I don't know whether nerves got the better of him because he was aware of how important it was to score there.
Well, this is fascinating, and the crowd are loving the drama that we're watching here. Just a one goal in it in favour of the home team.
Yeah, careful that they don't start celebrating too quickly and that the players feel they've won the game before they actually have.
Into the attacking third. Not a good... Oh, real chance here. Oh, great work by the keeper. Very little time to go. Another goal would wrap it up. They're torn between going for goal from the corner or just running down the clock. But if they score, that'll guarantee victory. Alexander Tete. Nicely played through ball. Shots on here. That's great hands from the goalkeeper to make that kind of save. 3 minutes, that's what's going to be played for added time. They'll need to try and get the ball back now. Still trying to find an escape route here. That could have been the pass. Final score here, 1-0. Well, they played very well when they had the ball, which wasn't that often. But they played even better when they didn't have the ball to stop the opposition.
Yeah, that's right. With the old wham bam, when they did have it, they used it extremely well and clinical in the end.
I think he was the best performer in a good team today.
Oh, lots of energy, lots of quality, and a good goal, along with plenty of chances.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Martin Tyler. Big warm welcome to you. Alan Smith, big warm welcome to you as well. And we're here at Carrow Road. This match is Norwich City, and they play against Blackburn Rovers.
Thank you, Carrow Road. Enjoy the game.
Referee satisfied everything's okay, and off we go. Here is the Norwich City team for you today. The kind of players that we expect, the kind of performances we expect from the individuals trying to make this formation work.
Yeah, I mean, it can at first glance look cautious, but it just depends on the attitude of the players out there. And once they've got a foothold in this game, they can get a little bit more adventurous and push on.
Blackburn Rovers will line up like this. So, Alan, 4-4-2?
Yeah, I think it looks that way, Martin. Yes, it's the conventional shape. It's the one that the manager prefers.
Back to the goalkeeper, Paul Jones. Here's Hunter. Alexander Tete. Now it's with Hunter. They're on the attack here. Now Hunter. That's a good idea. The shot's on! Well, he's put it away brilliantly. That kind of chance, it's come to him so early in the game, but I have to say, he reacted perfectly. Really sharp right from the off, and they've taken the lead here. Well, great delight for the defender.
Yeah, I mean, he's well known for being very good at his normal job and keeping goals out, but showed really good instincts there to tuck this one away.
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Norwich City goal, number 23, Harry Toffolo.
Hope Akpak makes a challenge here. Trying to keep the ball, not anymore. Hunter trying to find a way through. It should be. He's kept it out. And that will be a corner. Well, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time. Hung on to the ball well. Conway. Excellent interception. Good challenge here. Well, they move forward again with Alex Hunter. That's his game, isn't it? Intercepting. It's Alex Hunter.
To the owner of the blue vehicle, registration
Gallagher.
VG04D0M, please return to your vehicle.
Graham.
Left your lights on, thank you.
Played back. Yusuf Malumbu. Here's Hunter. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Hope Akpak. Attacking now. And it'll go into the middle now. Defender to it first. Danny Williams. That's gone out for a goal kick. Murphy. On to the attack now. Shots on here. The defenders managed to get in the way there. Conway. Hendry. Well, they've thrown the ball away there, literally to the opposition.
The fourth official has indicated there will
We've
be
got
a
2
minimum of
added
2
minutes.
of added time.
And that's half-time, signalled by the referee. 1-0 the half-time score. And here we go, the referee's blown his whistle, and we're off for the second half. Danny Graham. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. And here's the shot. Well, the pressure of getting his team level maybe got to him because he's made a hash of it.
I just wonder whether at the end of this match they'll look back on that chance as the one that cost them dearly.
Yusuf Malumbu. Here's Williams. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Hunter! Oh, this was a chance to wrap up the game.
Wasn't it just? And so often you see them live to regret that kind of miss.
Here we're going to have a substitution, and it seems as though it's for tactical reasons. It's a promising attack, this, with Hunter on the ball. He's got his shot off now. And he's missed the target by some distance in the end.
For Blackburn Rovers, coming off the pitch, number 3, Gordon Greer. Coming onto the pitch, number 22, Shane Duffy.
One or two players are warming up for the home team. We'll see who comes on. Building steadily here, keeping possession. And it's been an hour of very good football here. We've still got 30 more minutes to go, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy that as well. It's Alex Hunter. Goal. They lead by 2 now. Took the chance nicely, and that really has given them much more of a basis for the rest of this match. In truth, Alan, this is what we expected. The dominant side, and they're showing that on the scoreline.
Yeah, we don't always get what we expect, but they've been good value here. They've played well, particularly the strikers.
Substitution for Norwich City.
Restarting at 2-0.
Number 18, Yusuf Malumbu, to be replaced by number 8, Johnny Howson.
There's going to be a substitution. It's for the away team.
Alex Hunter.
Graham attacking well here. They can't get away with that, Alex Hunter. Free kick. Well, they're still trailing, and they need to do something now if they want to get back into this game. Maybe some fresh legs will do the trick.
Stephen Whittaker, to be replaced by number 3, Martin Olsen.
Marshall, fantastic save. No time to panic. There's still time to change this game.
Well, those defenders are going to be asked to head the ball quite a lot, I think. Plenty of aerial balls are going to be coming their way in the next few moments.
Made the challenge well. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Good place to win the ball back there, because the pressure was starting to mount, and the interception was timely, to say the least. On the attack here. Good challenge here. Oh, he's through. It's Danny Williams! Shot on! That's a brilliant goal. Yes, it's a goal from the substitute, and he's quickly made his mark on proceedings here.
Well, it's a poacher's goal, pure and simple, and this lad has done it time and again during the course of his career.
That is textbook from him.
Well, the keeper, quite rightly, is disgusted with his defenders because they've just not helped him out there.
Well, they've widened the margin now. 3-0 they lead. 10 minutes left of regular time. Ben Marshall. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. And that's broken up by the defender before the cross could come in. It's Alex Hunter. Here's a chance to attack. Here's a chance. The keeper might be stopped by the keeper. Still in play. Now they've got to defend this corner.
Number 29, Alex Hunter.
We should thank these supporters, Alan, for the atmosphere they've created for us to work with today. And their reward for that is seeing their team win.
Yeah, and quite rightly, they're celebrating that here. They can afford...
And now the shot! Well, here we'll see what they can manage from the corner. A decent fist away by the keeper. Shots on here. They blocked it then. So that confirms it, the final score 3-0. Well, at times you thought they got a bit greedy, but why not? I mean, if you're on top of an opponent like they were here today, rub it in.
Well, they did. They were ruthless, weren't they? They rubbed their faces into the dirt, and these are the hallmark of the top side.
Well, Alex Hunter, we're certainly going to keep an eye on. He's a young talent to follow. He's pretty happy with his performance here. What did you make of it, Alan Smith?
It's one thing picking this lad out to try and stop him. It's another thing actually accomplishing that feat. He's in really good form. Another goal and another win for his team. Good day all round.
Man of the match today. Tell me, were you expecting the award after your performance?
It was a bit of a surprise, to be honest. I felt like I made my fair share of mistakes today. Still, it's always good to be chosen.
A nice pass from you, and it leads to a goal. What are your thoughts on the assist?
The manager's always banging on about being unselfish, and I think you can see that all over the pitch. Passes like that, well, they're just the product of a strong team approach.
So you're on a run of good form right now, Alex. What's the key to your success?
I find if I listen to the gaffer's advice, things go pretty well for me. He's been doing this a long time, and I think he's got a good idea how to get the best out of his players.
And we're done. Much appreciated.
You're welcome. Cheers.
Good work today. Great players, great collectives are forged by hard work in training. So today we train as hard as we do every other day.
Hi there again, everybody. I'm Martin Tyler, and Alan Smith's with me for this championship game.
Yeah, I'm Martin. Really pleased to be here.
This match is Norwich City against Newcastle United.
Number 26, Michael Turner. Number 23, Harry Toffolo. Number 18, Yusuf Malumbo. Number 27, Alexander Tetling. Thank you.
Well, for a club the size of Newcastle United to have 2 relegations, 2009, 2016. It's careless, to say the least.
Well, it is, and obviously the fans have not been happy with the way the club has been run. A lot of discontent amongst the Toon Army, but they'll be hoping for better times in the near future. Moving forward, and shoots!
Well, let's look at it again, Alan. It was very close, and there would have been a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good position they fashioned themselves into there, and he did go a fraction of a second early. He was off.
You have to be a good player to wait a pass like that. A little dink, really. Yusuf Malumbu.
The shot's on! Oh, well done, the goalkeeper, and he's hung on to the ball.
Amiobi. In quickly. Promising build-up until that challenge. It's Alex Hunter, and that was a very well-timed tackle. And Newcastle on the attack. Promise, actually, has just petered away from that cross. Turner. Now Williams. He's coming forward with some danger. Makes a challenge here. Amiobi. Referee says free kick. Vernon Anita. Successful tackle. Now Williams. Attacking well here.
He can put them in front. Great work by the goalkeeper. The ball is his, and he's made sure he's protected it.
Armstrong. Here's a chance to attack. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. He's awarded the free kick. Good forward play from them. In quickly. And it's with Newcastle again. Deandre Yedlin typified the competitive nature of this game, that tackle. It's only a throw-in. Matt Ritchie. Vernon Anita. It goes out wide again. Newcastle United knowing that nothing less than a top performance is going to give them a chance of winning this one. Murphy. Danny Williams on the attack here.
Here's Hunter!
And the goalkeeper got across to it. That will be a corner.
Tries to punch it away.
Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. Alexander Tete. There's some potential in this move. Crosses in. Shots on here.
Oh, great work by the keeper. Well, that's the opener. And it's been coming. The better side, but you have to score when you're on top. We wondered whether they would do that, but they have done. And they've done it in fine style.
A goal here to savour.
Well, that's all about anticipation and just snapping up the rebound.
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Norwich City goal, number 7, Danny Williams.
Well, the referee has signalled for half-time, and it's 1-0 here. Well, he couldn't have asked for much more, could he, Danny Williams, in his first half? Your take on it, Alan?
Yeah, and what a good time to score that was. Put his side in the lead.
It is such a wet day, and it's been raining through half-time as well. We'll just have to see how much the pitch can take. Could be dangerous. Closer. Murphy. It's good play until they got that challenge in. There's a sub coming on for Newcastle. He went in well. Mohamed Diame. Vernon Anita. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. Well, they move forward again with Alex Hunter. And it's a header. Goal! They lead by 2 now. Took the chance nicely, and that really has given them much more of a basis for the rest of this match. Well, one team is very happy here, and one team is very frustrated. And yet, you wouldn't have expected that kind of gap between these two. They deservedly lead.
Well, they've knocked the ball about well, Martin, and knocked it about with confidence. And as you say, they're two evenly matched sides, so that's been a big achievement for them.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Well, now we're going to have an alteration. Matt Ritchie. We've reached the hour mark. Half an hour to go. Well, they're attacking here. Might be a chance for Newcastle. The shot's on, and it's Ruddy who's made the save. And that will be a corner for Newcastle. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Now Williams. 1 or 2 players are warming up for the home team. We'll see who comes on. Very well done with the inside of the head as well as the outside. Good pass. Good through pass. Newcastle given the penalty. Michael Turner has a yellow here. Rash, Alan, reckless.
Well, he's tried to go for the slide tackle, and he's a fraction off getting the ball. It is a foul.
That's an excellent penalty. And that has got the goal from the penalty spot. Well taken.
Yeah, the way he walked up to it, you could just see he was going to score. So confident.
Off we go again, 2-1.
Goal for Newcastle United.
Hunter.
Number 7, Musa Sissoko.
Attacking well here. A real chance here. Hunter. Great stop. Corner given.
Substitution for Newcastle United.
Well, there's still time to hit back in this game, and they're going to try and do it with a substitute.
Onto the pitch, number 45, Alexander Mitrovic.
Hunter! He got in and shoots! It's offside. On to the attack now. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. Now they've got to work hard to try and get it back. Here's some stats for you. 3 shots. Free kick awarded here against Newcastle. Now the countdown is to 10 minutes left. It's been such a good contest. Still just a 1 goal in it. 5 minutes left now. Olsen. It's going to go right to the wire here with this 1 goal lead. And this is how they love to play on the break. Here's Hunter. Goal, Hunter. Well, their work has made this goal almost inevitable. They're in fine fettle today.
Well, they're creating chances for fun out there, and the opposition's really got to tighten up.
Won the scoreline as we restart the game.
Number 29, Alex Hunter.
And the referee has chosen 4 added minutes. Well, they're attacking here. Might be a chance for Newcastle. Going for goal! Great save by a diving goalkeeper. And they're sending the goalkeeper up for the corner. Sissoko. And they blocked it then. Well, that's the end of the game, and it's over at 3-1, the final score. The manager will be very proud of this result and the way they achieved it, with the blend of decent defending but really high-quality attacking.
Yeah, I mean, it was swashbuckling at times, wasn't it, the way they poured forward, and the opposition just couldn't handle them.
Well, Alex Hunter, we're certainly going to keep an eye on. He's a young talent to follow. He's pretty happy with his performance here. What did you make of it, Alan Smith?
Oh, lots of energy, lots of quality, and a good goal, along with plenty of chances.
Good work today. Great players, great collectives are forged by hard work in training. So today we train as hard as we do every other day. We must strive to control the pace of each match. This means sustained possession. And possession means passing. I am thinking your heart was a knot in this session. Please, more effort next time.
Hi there again, everybody. I'm Martin Tyler, and Alan Smith's with me for this championship game.
Yeah, I'm Martin. Really pleased to be here.
Queen's Park Rangers in our game today versus Norwich City. There are very few tighter arenas than this one, the home of Queen's Park Rangers in West London. It's a great viewing ground. If you do get the chance to come and watch a game here, you'll feel you're really part of the event.
Well, you will. You go and take a throw-in as a player and you'll get a fan tapping you on the shoulder. They are that close to the pitch, and they'll give you the benefit of their thoughts if they get a chance to.
The referee for this game, David Coote. So we're ready to start. Sit back and enjoy the next 90 minutes of football.
Well, it's an important area to win back the ball, that.
Murphy, good forward play from them. Hunter! Well, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time. Hung on to the ball well. Hunter. I think the referee's showing how he's going to officiate this match. It's going to be a free kick. He's not going to stand any nonsense. Well, he tried his luck from a long way out, but the goalkeeper had no problems at all. It's Williams trying to carry on this move, which is looking a very dangerous one. To put them in front, and he's taken the chance. It's Alex Hunter. Well, we do like Alex Hunter, no bias intended, because of this capacity to score goals in front of our cameras.
Yeah, I mean, look at the age of the lad, still a teenager, and he has got that maturity, that composure in front of goal.
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Number 29, Alex Hunter.
Hall. And keeping the attack going, Danny Williams. And now the shot! It's in! It's Danny Williams! It's a great spell for this team. 2 goals in rapid succession. Let's have another peek at that goal. Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Promising build-up until that challenge. Intercepted well. Good move this from Queen's Park Rangers. Good through pass. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Here's the chance. Really strong play in the tackle. And shoots! Murphy. And he's headed it goalwards. Spotted that well and intercepted. That's a free kick. Well, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, I don't think there's any choice there from the ref.
Yusuf Malumbu. Hunter trying to find a way through. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. And the cross is in. Shots on here. Still a chance in there off the goalkeeper. What a fine save. Great stop. Offside is the call. We can see it again, which of course the officials can't.
No, they get one chance, and he's done well with his chance. He's made the correct call.
Made the challenge well. Quick into the tackle, and the result is going to be a throw. Just working away to try and find an opening. Oh, it's a corner via that deflection. And it's Williams. Oh, he could be in. Here's Williams! Danny Williams on the mark here. Replay confirming for us here that the goalkeeper did get a touch, but not strong enough to keep the ball out of his net.
Well, he is his own harshest critic, this lad, and he'll blame himself for that, I think, having got a touch.
Well, they've widened the margin now. 3-0 they lead.
City goal, number 7, Danny Williams.
Hall. And the board has gone up to indicate 3 added minutes. He's coming forward with some danger. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. So we've reached the break. 3-0 for half-time score. No nerves there from young Danny Williams. An exceptional half.
On top of his game out there, and I'm sure he'll be thinking about grabbing his hat-trick in the second half.
Well, here was a chance for him to make a real impression in the wide areas, but he's being substituted now, and I think the crowd, by the sound of it, quite happy to see the back of him.
Yeah, well, I don't think his fullback will be, because he had him in his pocket, but no end product from this lad today. Poor day for him.
Really was a very one-sided first half, and the team on the wrong end of that scoreline has got to show a bit of backbone now. It's a promising attack, this, with Hunter on the ball. It could be a chance. Terrific stop. Joel Lynch. And that will be a throw.
Substitution for Norwich City.
Being replaced now. Managers decided just to freshen it up a little bit. The attacking midfield player's run himself into the ground, I think.
It's been a nightmare for his marker, with his energy, with his timing of his runs into the box. His opponent just couldn't keep up.
Queen's Park Rangers attacking well. Not rushing it here. Moving from one. The goalkeeper. It's his ball. Just a little dinked pass forward there. And now the shot! And it's off the post and behind.
Coming off the pitch, number 31, Josh Murphy. Coming onto the pitch, number 12, Robbie Brady.
There's some movement in the dugout. Going to get a change here. Johnny Howson. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Strong challenge. Manager thinking for the away side, time for a change. And the cross comes in now. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Trying to switch up. That will be a free kick.
Substitution for Norwich City. Coming off the pitch, number 26, Michael Turner. Coming onto the pitch, number 6, Sebastian Basson.
A couple of teammates who are clearly on the same wavelength. Shots on! Goal, Hunter. He took it with great aplomb. I'm sure getting the first goal gave him the confidence to grab the second chance here. Another angle on it here. It's turning out to be a comfortable game, this. 4-0.
Number 29, Alex Hunter.
To Hall. Still 20 minutes to go. Sandro. Washington. Stephen Whittaker. Hunter. Easy decision, free kick. It's a yellow card and... well, it was a certain yellow card, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Looking back on it, he had no choice at all.
There's good progress with this attack. Ten minutes left of regular time. Sandro. Washington. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Alexander Tete. Closer. Basson. Yusuf Malumbu. Closer. And back it goes to the goalkeeper. And the time to be added on here is a minimum of 3 minutes.
3 minutes of added time.
There goes the final whistle. A comprehensive victory here by 4 goals to 0. I can't recall seeing such a one-sided match, Alan, for a long time.
No, one team turned up, the other one stayed in the dressing room, I think. It was incredible to watch.
Man of the match for you, Alex Hunter, Alan Smith.
Well, so often we think of his creative abilities, but a couple of goals here have won the match for his team.
Good work today. Great players, great collectives are forged by hard work in training. So today we train as hard as we do every other day.